Welcome back, everybody. Most cats and dogs do well with a playmate, but if you have one that's set in his ways, how can you introduce a new friend?
Jill DeGrave is here from the Wisconsin Humane Society with some advice for that exact situation. Welcome back.
Thanks.
Before we get to your advice, we gotta know who this little pup is.
Who is this puppy?
Cute.
This face.
I know. His face is adorable, and he's got a sister who's just as cute. His sister's black. He is a Labrador Retriever mix. His name is Petro, and he's only 8 weeks old. So I think he'll
still
pretty
wrinkly.
much blend in. He's totally wrinkly, isn't he, darling?
He is so cute.
And he's very cuddly.
Yeah.
Does he have to, did you say he has to go with his sister? Or
No, not
Okay.
at all.
So
he
they could be split?
Oh, totally. I think he'll adapt to just about any situation. He's very easygoing, chills out, and it just is a delightful little puppy.
Well, and talking about adaptability today, that's sort of our main focus is when you're building your family and you're adding pets, how to get everybody acclimated to one another, especially if you have a dog in the house already, and you were going to invite a little guy like this in. What kinds of things would you need to keep in mind?
Well, I think the number one thing is you need to supervise and keep them separated. You know, you do your introductions, but always have a space for the new addition that can
to get away.
And when you're not going through the introductions. As far as dogs go, puppies usually acclimate pretty quickly. If you've got an adult dog at home and you're looking to add another dog from the shelter, you can bring your dog in and
See
do
how
an
they get
introduction.
along.
How they get along there.
Right, because it's important to do an introduction on a neutral territory,
Yeah.
not in your home where your resident dog
'Cause that's
feels
their
that that's
territory.
their territory and their space. Our adoption counselors are really knowledgeable on dog introductions, how it's going, and it's of course supervised. But one little tidbit, bring an extra car. So if you do adopt, you don't want to put both dogs in the same car and merge onto the freeway and then all of a sudden have
In case.
a
Mayhem
little
back
issue
there.
back there. So, but we certainly help with that introduction and determine, would this be an appropriate second dog?
Because you're right. I mean, sometimes when you've had a pet for a long time, 10, 13 years, a lot of times you want to bring someone in, not only for them, but for your family, because you know sometimes that timing is getting transitional, right?
Yeah.
And so so that's something that you really do walk people through. I
We
think
do.
that's important.
And it's important to keep in mind that this doesn't happen necessarily overnight. I mean, sometimes it does, and if a relationship builds between the two animals immediately, you're so blessed.
Could it take months?
It could take months, and there are some animals that will tolerate each other but never be best buddies, but will be fine together. But it does take time. It's like if your mom brought another kid home and said, "Oh, here is a friend for you. Share all your toys."
Yeah.
You know, you might be like, "What?"
Right.
I don't
You
wanna
have
do
this
that.
space, you have this space.
Right.
Well, how about other animals like cats and dogs and things like that? You have some kittens available as well.
Oh, we've got a lot of cats available for adoption. And the key with, if you have a cat at home and you'd like to add a cat, would be to keep them separated. First, you want to introduce scent, then sight, and then get them together. So the new cat should have a room of their own with the litter box, food, water, etc. And you can take a towel, rub the new cat with it, and then introduce that to the resident cat. You can feed them on both sides of the door. Then you can put a baby gate up, because you want to take it slowly. First impressions can last a long time. So if it's a negative thing, you know, it might take a little longer. If you do it in a positive way. As far as cats and dogs, if you have a dog at home and you're bringing a cat in, you need to know they're either going to react playful, as a prey, and chase the cat, or cautiously, you know, I'm not quite sure about
What is that thing?
So
Yeah.
so always supervise. That's really important, and really be patient.
Okay. I think those are great tidbits.
Fantastic tips,
and you can really walk people through that. So they've got to come to you for, what's this guy's name again?
Petro.
Look
at
All right, you
him.
can go to the Wisconsin Humane Society. He'll be available by noon, 414-ANIMALS or wihumane.org. You're right on Wisconsin Avenue in Wisconsin. I mean, look at that face. Can we get a shot of that again?
Yeah, he's not.
Oh my
He's not
gosh.
going to be with you guys through the whole rest of the day. That's for sure.
And he has a sister just in case you want to.
Cottonelle puppy, right?
He's the snuggliest
Look at
guy.
thanks.
All right.